Hello and welcome to Creating Cards with Alexandra. I'm Alexandra, an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and today we're going to make a card that your recipient can actually display. Now this will require a little bit of scoring and cutting some different measurements, but I think we can get through it. It's pretty easy to do once you do one or two of them. So let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to be using the Night Divine stamp set dies. So this is the manger, and then the scene here. We're going to use these two, and then we're going to use the Stars Are Shining Brightly. And then out of the Stars at Night dies, we just need a little tiny star. So we have the Oh Holy Night DSP, and we're going to choose this scene that I have here. Now I've already cut this. This is a 5 1/4, a cut at the top, 5 1/4 piece of DSP. So this requires a few different measurements, and I'm going to chop up this piece of paper, but you'll kind of see why I'm doing it in the certain way that I am. Okay, so the first one that we need is going to be a 3-inch piece of DSP. This is going to be the top of our card, and I want the night sky. And I really want this star showing, so I'm going to kind of chop up this DSP to where this star really shows. So I want 3 inches. And again, this is 5 1/4. Okay, so then this is the piece that I have first. Then my middle layer, I need 2 3/4, and then the bottom layer 1 1/4. I think, let me see, I want some of this in my scene. So 2 3/4. Okay, so then this is going to be my other scene showing. This will all make sense once we get this together. And then I need 1 1/4. Actually, I think I want more of this. Okay, and then these two bottom pieces, these are actually, we need these 5 inches. So instead of the first piece was 5 1/4 by 3, the second piece is 5 by 2 3/4, and then this third piece is 5 by 1 1/4. Chop off a little piece there. All right, so we have those pieces. Like I said, this will all make sense once we get this going. Okay, I do have, this is our card base. This is gray granite. This is 5 1/2 by 4 1/4. And then I have another piece of gray granite. Now we need to score, cut and score. I need 2 pieces at 8 1/4. Okay, and then I need 3. And 1 1/2. Okay, and then we're going to score each of these pieces. These 2 pieces, we're going to score each end the same. And we're going to score it at 1/2 inch, 1 inch, and 1 1/2. Okay, So that's what we have there. And then we're going to do the other side. 1/2 inch, 1 inch, 1.5. Okay, and then we're going to do the same with this 3-inch piece. 1/2, 1, 1.5. 1/2 inch, 1 inch, 1.5. Okay. So I think we're done with our paper trimmer. Okay, so then what you're going to do is you're going to fold this back. Fold that one up. And then that one back again. So you have like a little M. And then we'll burnish this. And then the same on this side and then the other piece as well. This is another way to use up that DSP that has scenes on it, kind of like a big scene image on it. That sometimes you wonder, how do I get this whole scene in here? Did I cut that one wrong? Oh, I think I did. Let me see. Hold on a minute. I think I did that at a 1/4 inch. No, this looks right. Hold on a minute. I think I scored this wrong. 1/2. There's the 1. Just see if that'll work. Yep, that's better. I was off a little bit on that. Okay. All right, so this is what we have. Got that piece and that piece. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we'll take our piece of gray granite and this large 3-inch piece that we took. We're going to put that on there. Go ahead and adhere that down. And I know it doesn't cover up the whole cardstock, but that's okay because we're covering it up. We're not even going to see the bottom of this. All right. And then on this one, we're going to actually, I have the stars are shining brightly. We are going to have this on top of that. Maybe kind of like that. So you want to get the sentiment very close up here. Now you could skip this part. You don't have to put the sentiment on it, but I liked it. I liked the way that it looked. So just kind of find where you want that. Stars are shining brightly. That was Night of Navy. So that will go on this piece here, this 3-inch piece. Make sure that's dry. And again, we'll put that at the top. And then, of course, this one then we'll put down as well. Well, I think I really have this off. I'm going to cut another one of these. I don't know. what I did wrong on that one. That's just not lining up the way I want it to. Okay, that's 8 1/4 by 1 1/2. Score this again. All right, let me put my paper down, make sure I got that right. Yep. All right. Okay, now I took the manger and I actually cut that. I die cut it 4 times. I used my adhesive sheets because since this is going to be sitting up, I wanted it a little bit thicker just so the recipient, it'll be a little more sturdy. Okay, and then this is just a little bit longer than what we need it. We're going to have it just like that. So I'm going to cut these pieces off here. But first I'll put glue on here. But I don't want it up here because it's not it's not going to be on the paper there. So if we put glue down, it'll stick to the other layer, and we don't want that. All right, so I have this silicone mat, which if you have a silicone mat, you might want to use it, gluing this down just so you don't have anything sticking. All right, I'm just going to put a block on that. Sure it stays down. And then we have this. And then I also took, this is the scene of the people, and I die cut 3 of these and I stuck them together. I used the adhesive sheets on my black cardstock. So when I ran it through, all I had to do was peel that backing off, and they just were put together very easily. I didn't have to worry about glue and the mess. All right, so I'll flip this over. Cut these little guys off. We don't need them. Okay, and then you could use tear and tape on this if you want. I think I'll do that just so it'll be nice and sturdy. Just because this is a card that will possibly be on display, it'll hold up to everything. Okay, so then we're going to line this up with the blue and the bottom here. Try to do this straight on camera. Oh my goodness. There we go. All right. And then this one's going to go over that. Again, I'll use the tear and tape. So it is December. Are we all ready for Christmas? I actually did some of my shopping after Thanksgiving, but I have a lot more to go. All right, so that'll go on there. And see that sentiment is just right above here. And then we will glue this on here. But you want to make sure you don't put glue on the heads because, again, you don't want that to stick to the background. I think. And you don't have to die cut this 3 times to make it very thick if you don't want to. It's not necessary. I just thought if this thing is standing up somewhere, it would just be a little bit more sturdy. Okay, so that's what we have right there. I don't know if you can see that, how that stands up like that. Maybe I'll try to get a different shot of it once I'm done with the video. I do have a little star. Now this, honestly, I don't know where I got this silver paper from. I think this was an old silver glimmer that we had. But I'm sure if you're anything like me, you have silver or glimmery silver paper somewhere. So this just totally set this card off. So I put a little glue dot on the back, and we're going to set that right here. Now make sure you want it down below to where if you have this in an envelope, it won't smush that star. Okay, so I think that's good. All right, so there we go. And then the recipient can just stands up like that. And then if you want to write a message, I actually just took a piece of Very Vanilla. We can put that on the back. You can write Merry Christmas, your message, to and from. So there we go. That's it. You could spritz this if you wanted to with some Stella, Wink of Stella, but I think it's pretty just like that. So there you go. Thank you so much for sharing your time with me. If you enjoyed this video, please give me the thumbs up, comment, and subscribe for future videos. I would appreciate it if you would share it. That helps me grow my channel. So I will link everything in the description below. That'll take you straight to my shopping page, which helps support me. So thank you so much and have a joyful day. Bye-bye.